the I don't even know what day it is. The 21st, maybe. I think I'm gonna take my shoes off. And I am not at the beach. I am up in the mountains, as you can see from the view in the back. And I know my light isn't great. I I'm just dealing with what I have right now. So, but it's so good to see you guys. I don't think anyone's here yet, but I decided this morning that I would come up to the mountains and enjoy a couple of days up here. Actually, I have motivation for that because it's the nearing the end of May and the cabins need to be cleaned uh, before summer really begins. So um gonna do that, and also I got to get the yard guy to come and clean up the yard, which I can't do anymore. I used to be able to do that, but I don't do anymore. So I have to get all these things organized and cleaned up for the summer so I can come up here and enjoy the mountains, which I love so much. That's why I'm here. So, and when I was driving up today, I had an interesting thing happen. Um, Twice today, I saw hitchhikers. Once was Sammy, hi, how are you? Good to see you. Uh, I was just talking about my drive up to the mountains today. I'm up in the mountains, and so it's a little bit different than it usually looks. But I did see one hitchhiker back in like an hour and a half away. And it was just one man hitchhiking, and it was weird because he didn't have any bags or he didn't have anything, and he was just hitchhiking. And I mean, he looked fair, but I'm not really hip to picking up hitchhikers unless I feel comfortable about it. But later on in my drive, um, I did see two more hitchhikers. Adlin, hi, how are you? How are you, my friend? How are you doing? Good to see you. I'm up in the mountains. I'm up in the mountains with the trees and the plants and the squirrels and the chipmunks and the birds and everything up here. But I was talking about my drive up here today, and I wound up giving a ride to hitchhikers. I don't know if you guys know what hitchhikers are. These are people on the side of the road that are going like this, and they're looking for a ride. They either go like this or they go like this. Um, and that means they're looking for a ride. And I, for years, back in the 60s and the 70s, I think it was safer to pick up hitchhikers. But MH, how are you? Hello, wonderful. Hi, MHMD. Good to see you. Rajan, you're looking much younger yesterday. You were looking much younger yesterday. Well, that's a lovely comment. Thank you for that. Can see plagues. Ah, well, I am an older woman, so um, I look like what I look like. You know, Wow, you guys are starting off hot, aren't you? You're starting off hot. Maybe it's the lighting you don't like. You don't like the fact that I'm actually an older woman. Oh my goodness, Shy, you're younger. That's good, man. Oh my goodness, though. But you guys are coming in hot on me today. It's Friday. I'm in a good mood. I just went for like a 3.5 hour drive to get up here into the mountains. And it's beautiful here. I'm very happy to be here. I'm sorry that some of you don't like the view behind you. Today is very beautiful. Is it a forest? Yes, it is a beautiful forest. And I'm hoping that, well, I'm going to be here until Sunday morning. and I'm hoping that I'll make some video out in the forest if I can. If it works out. Tomcats, hello, happy Friday. What is your weekend looking like? Well, at the moment, I am up in the mountains and I had a wonderful drive up here. I was just talking about how I was going to start telling a story about how I picked up hitchhikers, and I don't usually do that, but I did do that today, and it wound up being a wonderful adventure. I gave these people a ride who were backpacking, and they were doing the Pacific Coast Trail, which is a big trail from Mexico up to Canada. And a lot of people do that this time of year, during from April until about October. So we see a lot of Pacific Coast Trail people coming through. And I saw there were two people, that a woman and a man, and they were hitchhiking, and I gave them a ride. And it was great. It was really great getting to know them. And Shaya said hi. How are you? Claudine Venus says hi. Hi, Tomcats. I love that old-fashioned Sam Deal's lamp behind you, right? You like this? You like that? What about this? You want to give me a call? Hello, hello. Yep. I actually have. Um, do you guys remember these? I have another one of those old phones here. Yeah, I am old. You guys, somebody just a minute ago said, "Wow, you look really old today." I'm like, "Well, sorry, the light is different. I am old." So there you go. Adlin, something 111. Lady Rose, has it been 1 o'clock several times already for you today? Oh, well, that's rude. But no, no, not yet, Lady Rose. You're a delight to have here, though. I appreciate that. Dang, you guys are all coming in hot on a Friday, man. It's a holiday weekend in the United States, and you guys are coming in hot. Oh, cute woman. Fazar, thank you. Thank you. Answer. Hi. Faraz, finally my scrolling ends on you. Well, it's good to see you. Thank you. I'm glad somebody doesn't come in hot with an ugly comment. I don't need that. It's Friday for me, too. I am old. I have never denied being old. And when people come in saying mean things, I don't need that crap in my life. Honest to God, I get on here being a good sport about all of it. I'm kind to all of you. I will always be kind and loving. And people, when you're rude, you're rude. Brandon Diaz, oh my goodness. And are pretty. Is this all people that are gonna just dog on me? Nice to see you here for us. Thank you for us. Thank you. Goodness. Michael, happy Friday, still stacked, I see. Well, at least somebody's looking at this. Other people are being kind of mean, Michael. They're being mean to me. They're being mean. They're picking on me. It's like, I'm out here. I'm out here doing it. I'm out here doing alive. Are you? It's easy to sit back there and just pick on me, but whatever. Uh, Brandon, why no answer? Because it's a rude question. David, hey, sweetie. Hi. Hi, my friend. I thought you were going to be gone tonight. It's good to see you, though. It's really great to see you. It's really great to see you. Tomcats, what is your all-time favorite movie? Mm, mm. Um, I don't know, The Sound of Music or something like that. I'm old school, so or one of the old Christmas movies, right? With yeah. one of the old Christmas movies, or honestly, The Sound of Music. Yeah, you're stacked as hell, baby. Thank you, Ricky. Well, there we go. User, you're very pretty. Thank you. Thank you. Now people are being kind of decent. Man, I was getting hit hard in those first like five. It's always those first 5, 7 minutes. People are hard. Hey, mommy. Hi. Faraz, all-time favorite Titanic movie. Oh, well, Titanic was always very good, right? Gaman. Hello, ma'am. I'm hungry. I mean, we're in an occupied country. I want to know what you and all your mess about. You know what, love? I don't talk about politics here, Brandon. So you can go find a political channel, but not here. No, Lonnie, baby. You have a good Friday. Thank you very much. I am trying to have a good Friday. It's a little bumpy. I tell you, coming out the gate here, it's been a little bumpy. That's all I'm gonna say. So you're up in the mountains, so cool. Yep, yep, yep. All the mountains. And I'm probably gonna do, I don't know, I'll probably try to make some kind of a video out there. I don't know. I'm not even sure. Not even sure. Maura, I love mommies. I love, okay. Gotcha, Maura. Lonnie, baby, you're still my girlfriend. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you very much for us. What should I call you, cute woman? Cha Cha. Cha Cha. Shira, are you working now? What do you do during your free time? Yes, I do work. I have several jobs, and my free time, free time. This is right now my free time. I'm in the mountains. I'm going to do a live stream for a while for you guys, to be with you guys, to hang out. And then I will probably go for a walk, and I might, if it's pretty warm, it's pretty warm, so I may not make a fire tonight. I don't think I really need to a fire. It's pretty warm, so may not need that. Tomcat, no, for us. Chacha, would you like to be my woman friend? Yes, absolutely. 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 Wow, what a night already. Jose, hi, lovely. Hi, how are you? Good to see you. Victor, Lorenzo, what are you? Zubair, guess who's back? Hey, Zubair, my friend, good to see you. Very good to see you. Yes, yes, it's you. Good to see you. Glad you are here, Shamka. My favorite movie is An Officer. Oh man, that was a good one, right? Richard Gere and what was the girl's name? That was a great romantic movie. I loved that. I loved that movie. Loved it very much. I love you, my cha-cha. David, thank you. I'm really surprised to see you here. I didn't think I was going to see you all weekend. I figured you were going to be with your mom and, you know, doing stuff and off, 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 and away and all that. But I don't know how to make the light better. Is that better or is that worse? Is that better or worse? Like that light. I know there's kind of a glare here. I'm trying to fix it. So pretty. Thank you. Deborah Winger. Yes. Yes, Deborah Winger. Oh, I loved her. She was always, that was such a perfect casting thing between Deborah Winger and him. I mean, there was such, it felt like there was such chemistry there, right? You're in this room. Thank you. Hi, people. How are you? It is so good to see you. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Is it better with the light off? I don't know. People were saying things. Victor, is that you, Lorenzo? This is Memorial of the Week. Yes, yes. Well, the thing for me, I know it is Memorial Day weekend. I actually am working on Monday. So it's a regular week for me. I'm just up here today, or not today. I mean, I got here 45 minutes ago. And uh I'll be here tomorrow and I'll be here at the beginning of Sunday. And then I've got to go back to San Diego. Can I ask you a personal question? Yes, Lonnie, baby. What's up, my friend? Victor, nothing. I'm fed up. Oh, Victor, you're fed up with what? What are you fed up with, Victor? I get fed up too. I tell you. Freaky Friday. It is kind of Freaky Friday. A little bit. Long weekend Friday. Jose, where are you from? I'm from California. Shaya, that's good. Mom, are you striving to be an independent, strong woman in your country? Ah, striving. I am a strong and independent woman in my country. I am, yes. I'm your little son. Fed up. Fed up is not good. I know. Why are you fed up? That means you're tired of something, right? MHM, do you still use landline? Wait, oopsie. Phones. You've taken us back to the good old days of the 80s, right? Well, that's what this is, right? This is not actually hooked up like here, but it can be. We have a landline phone here, but it's not hooked up to one of these. We have two of these here. Um, Now they're kind of just decoration. Um, uh, but I think we have a landline. I don't know. We have Wi-Fi, which is this box over here. See the box behind the lamp? That's the router. And so our cell phones work up here, which is actually more productive than a landline. Landlines aren't as productive. They are only useful if the Wi Fi is completely down. If that's the case, I'm just going to get on my horse and ride out of here. Maybe my donkey and just ride the heck out of here. And that's that. Edgar, are you single? I am. Sometimes I'm double, but at the moment I think I'm single, sometimes triple. But yeah, if money weren't an issue, what would you do? I would do exactly what I do now, I think. Well, I mean, what would I do? I am so happy with my life, Tomcat. I mean, my life makes me really happy and I'm very content. And I mean, I'm up here I live at the beach and I go to the beach and I go hiking and I work, but I work because I like to work. Well, yeah, sure, I need the money, but I love doing living the life I have, and I can come up here and in the morning I'll get up and have some coffee and go for a hike or a walk, a long walk, and enjoy myself. I don't know if this little light works. Oh, there's a little light on this stand. I'm using a different stand than I usually use. So, you marry me, Jose. Thank you for the offer. From Italy, Victor. Ah, buongiorno. Aaron, quit cursing. It makes you look cheap. Well then, I will stop cursing. Gosh golly, darn it. Who's cursing? Who's cursing? I'm not cursing. Sai says hi. Do you have someone who stays with you up there? I heard we and our would hope you do. Um, Lonnie, can you show me your outfit? Right there, you got the whole thing. Got pants, got shirt. Um, David, I am up here alone. I say we because I don't own this. Like my brother and my mother and I, they, we own it together. No, we aren't doing anything. I mean, I probably shouldn't be saying that I'm up here alone. Me and my big pit bulls, I've got 6 of them here with me. And me and my 6 pit bulls, will be going for a hike. How about that? Is that better, David? I think that sounds actually better because then I'm not. Why does it look like a glare? Maybe because the sun is. See, it's less glare when I go like that. Look at that. Isn't it pretty? I think it's pretty back there. Anyways, can you show? Oh, wait. The beach is perfect therapy. Yes, yes, it is. The beach is perfect therapy. And then the mountains for me, it balances out. Balances. I get there. I'm at the beach during the week, and a lot of times, not every weekend, but a lot of weekends, I love coming to the mountains. Carson from Charlotte, North Carolina. Hello, Carson from North Carolina. How are you, my friend? Nice to have you here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. I have no idea what the heck. Oh, there we go. If I turn it a little like that, that's better. Okay. Hi, Victor. I'm taking a walk. Do Lorenzo and Victor know each other? That's an interesting thing. You guys kind of keep talking to each other. Lorenzo, my parents are from Lake. Okay. Victor, hi. Yes, pit bulls are mean. That's why I've got 6 of them here protecting me. That's why I'm not alone. I've got all my 6 pit bulls just ready to anyone who comes after me. There are mountain lions out there for sure. There are coyotes. There are deer. There are squirrels and chipmunks and bobcats. I've seen them all here. And don't come for me. There are mountain lions out there. So, and I have my pit bulls, right? Lonnie, baby, will you be my girlfriend? You can think about it because I get a crush on you. Oh, thank you, Lonnie, baby. Thank you. Tomcat, have you ever visited Gatlinburg, Tennessee? I have not. I've never been to Tennessee. I have not. I should. There's so many places. People ask about all the places I've been in the United States. I've been to a lot of places in the in the world. In the world, in the 80s, I traveled a lot all around the world. And then I've made several trips, like back and forth, driving across the United States. But there are many states I've never been to. So people are like, oh, what countries would you like to go? I'm like, you know what? I've been to a lot of countries, not all, but like obviously not all, but enough. I really would love to just spend more time exploring the United States and going to places like Tennessee because I've never been to Tennessee. And a lot of people are moving there now. And so it must be pretty cool. Your Victor, your fine Philly time has definitely been kind to you. Thank you. Fine Philly. Nice. I need you WhatsApp number. Ooh, I'm on this very precarious little tripod thing that I don't use at home. It's different. So I can tip it over really easily, like, ooh, jeez, don't do that. See what I mean? Oop, don't do that. My language skills are weak. So I have a translator to translate what I say. I don't want to offend you in any way. I respect you like a mother. Oh, Shira. Well, a lot of people I think on here use Google Translate. So I think that's kind of common, MHMD today from the vast ocean to breathtaking. Yes, yes, yes. I this morning was at the beach and just made a decision to come here. Well, and I technically, in all honesty, I had to come up here and bring some stuff up here. And I talked to, we have somebody coming to clean, and we have somebody coming to do the yard, and I had to kind of come and do some negotiations with all that and like figure some things out. So, yep, yep, yep. But while I'm here, I get to go for walks or hike and eat in town and just to enjoy myself. Enjoy myself. I already picked up a Greek salad that I'm going to have for dinner, and I'm very excited about that. Yeah, 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 yeah. I treated myself. I love Scotland and Germany. I love Germany. I love Germany. It's beautiful. I've never been to Scotland, but it looks beautiful on the videos and stuff that I've seen. It looks really, really beautiful, you know. Victor, but have you been to the San Gabriel Valley? I have. I have in Los Angeles, right? Is that what you're talking about? David, I had some squirrels in my yard. I love them. Then at night, hawks and owls come down and carry them off. Oh no. And I have no squirrel. We have a ton. There are so many squirrels up here. But they're pretty tough. I mean, there are a lot of them, and they're pretty tough. They're pretty fast, and they're pretty tough. I know that there are predators and there are prey in the mountains. That's just life up here. And you do see animals with other animals, like lizards. We'll just talk simple. Lots of lizards will run around and they'll eat little bugs on the ground. That doesn't upset anyone to hear that, I don't think. They'll eat flies or gnats or little things, right? So that's sort of the circle of life. And it goes all the way up the food chain, right? But we'll leave it at just lizard. Oh, another thing that's kind of cool is at dusk, we have a lot of bats that fly around and they come swooping around and they eat the bugs in the air. So it keeps the bug population down. So we have the lizards that eat the bugs and the bats that eat the bugs. And, I'm sure there are other animals that eat the bugs. But it's a big circle of life. And I'm not going to get into like the bigger animals or the mammals because I don't think that people want to hear about that. Lonnie Baby has been my girlfriend again. I will love you. Thank you, Lonnie Baby. Thank you, Lonnie Baby. Victor, you take care. I gave you a like. Thank you, Victor. I hope to see you soon too, Victor. I appreciate you coming in. I'm not always in the mountains. I'm usually at home, and apparently I look better at home. But whatever the light is, the light here. But I hope to see you again, Victor. Thank you. Appreciate you very much. My goodness. John Pasco. Well, that's a homemade meal. Oh, the bugs. The lizards and the bats eating the bugs. Yeah, sure. I mean, up in the wilderness, when you're up in the forest, all the animals, it is the circle of life. People, the animals. We have packs of coyotes that go by. There are deer that go by. There are bobcats. There are squirrels. Uh, and there are mountain lions. So you could kind of do the math in your head about they all have their meals. And sometimes you hear it. Yeah, I hear things happening, but that's a terrible thing. I don't think people want to hear me talk about that. I'm used to it. So, user, you cute. I think you're sexy, very pretty. Yours, Tom. Thank you, Tom. That's very nice of you. I appreciate that. I like you, love. Thank you. Thank you, love. Are you from UK or Scotland or Ireland? I'm thinking, I'm guessing, Tom. Tom, I'm thinking maybe Ireland might be your place. David, and kitty cats that eat the lizards. Well, David, it is the circle of life. The bigger animals will eat the smaller animals. And that's, yeah, circle of life. Well, baby, I love you. I love you too. I love you too. I love you too. I know that I gotta fix the light in here, right? I shouldn't probably stream up here. Is that weird? It is kind of weird, huh? I show you, Mom, you're practically a girl. Did you build your life from the beginning? Did I build my life from the beginning? Um, I'm not quite sure what that means, but I'll say yes. I think I built my life from the beginning. I think so. I think I built my life from the beginning. Joe, hey, I looked so bad on the pic I sent you, beautiful. Joe, not at all. Not at all. You know what? I just saw it like this morning because I don't look at my email that often. But I did see it. Yes. Thank you for sending that. That was very nice of you. Lonnie, baby, you look good to me. Thank you. Thank you. I know I don't look the same as when I'm sitting at home because the light right here is coming in from behind me, right? It's coming in behind me. And I think when I'm sitting on my couch at home, the light comes differently, right? You can see more of the front of my face. So I don't know. But thank you, Lonnie baby. I appreciate that. It thanks. Turkman. Oh yeah, I remember you. I remember you. Turkman, I remember you. Thanks. David, if they had beauty contests for 60-ish women, you would win hands down. Thank you, David. That's really nice of you. I appreciate that. Joe, thank you so much. I hate how I look. Oh, no, don't hate yourself. I don't want anybody to hate themselves. That's a whole. Don't do that. Don't do that. You gotta love yourself. You gotta love yourself. You gotta love yourself first. You gotta love yourself first before you can ever love someone else. You gotta love yourself. That's all I'm saying. Show me a relationship. Tomcat, what's your my flirting style? I don't know if I have a flirting style. Are there styles of flirting? Um, I have never heard of that, so I don't know what my flirting style would be. You are looking stunning as always tonight. The little hair, I know, the hair is up in that thing. I could take it down. Um, I could take it down. Zudamon, hey, you're really attractive and charming. Thank you. Thank you. That's very nice, you Zudamon. Appreciate that. The little hair clip is really, you think? It's just keeping it up. And I may take it down, but my hair, it was hot and I wanted to put my hair up. Sometimes putting it up is a good thing, right? I look a little different, but sometimes people don't like it when I look don't like it when I look different. They don't like it when I look different. Wait, whoopsie. Whoopsie, whoopsie. There we go. Wait, we're trying to keep okay. Trying to keep this right where I need it. There we go. I think that's better, right? You can see everything and me, right? And maybe as see the sun's gonna start going down behind the hill over here, and maybe the light will get better. You know, Mom, I'm leaving. I want one last kiss. There you go. There you go, David. You're kind of flirting now, Cha Cha. Am I? I think I'm always kind of flirting on here. Usually, unless somebody's being mean, and then I'm not, and then I'm not flirting. I I try to always bring a good vibe to the live and be happy and enjoy people. So maybe it's flirting. You're probably right, David. Joe, you're amazing. Thank you. Thank you, Joe. You're really sweet. You're really kind. Zudaman, I like the vintage phone behind you. I know, right? And the lamp. Look at the lamp. Wait, let me turn it. Do you see the lamp over there? You see the lamp? That's a vintage lamp. The only thing that's like modern on the table is the router, which is for the Wi-Fi. There's like a vintage table over there or a couch thing, a vintage trash can, a vintage table. I'm just moving it around. I don't know how well you can see it, but I am in a vintage room. The whole room is kind of a hot mess vintage place. It's like a vintage store, but it's my room. Oh, oh my goodness. We're teasing, maybe not floating. Oh, I did. That's okay. That's okay, David. That's okay. Your vibe is the best. Thank you, Joe. Thank you. Thank you. Glasses blown down is the 60s. Oh, the lamp? I know. This lamp is from like the 50s, at least the 50s. That has been there. And there's another one at over there. There's two, like a matching set over there. So I don't know. I can show you that. Let's see if I can even, you can even see. I'm gonna turn it way down. Well, that lamp. Ooh, 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 let's see. That lamp is the same. They are a matching set. So we have two of them. Just like I have two of these phones. The other one is tan colored. It's sitting down that way too. So there's so much old stuff in this cabin. There's so much old stuff. All the stuff from when I was a kid, all the stuff from before I was a kid. My grandparents bought this place before I was even born, which was a long time ago. I think they bought it in like the late 50s, something like that. And then they left it to my parents, and then uh, someday it will be left to me and my brother. I guess we'll see. I have something to tell you, says Joe. What, Joe? What? Lone Wolf. Guys, don't forget to leave a like. Thank you, Lone Wolf. How are you, my friend? Good to see you, Joe. Seem nice. Thank you. A few quid there. A few quid. What does that mean? I don't, is that money? It's not. I mean, I don't think these are worth, these old lamps are worth anything. Honestly, are they copper stands? They're some kind of metal. There's some kind of metal. I really don't know. I don't think they're worth a lot. Honestly, I mean, they've got sort of a nostalgic energy to them, right? But I don't think they actually have like true value. You know, I mean, 25 dollars or so. I honestly, I don't think, unless somebody was a collector and like wanted to pay more, I don't think a whole lot honestly. Tomcat, where's the best gift you've ever been given? Somebody's love, being given love. The things that are not tangible, the things that are there. A magnet will tell you. If it's copper, a magnet. I'll have to find a magnet. I'm sure somewhere in here, because we have drawers of stuff, and I'm sure I have a magnet somewhere. Now, what would a magnet tell me? What would a magnet? I left a comment saying I can see the night. I left a comment saying I can see the nice window. Oh, this? Or what are we? What window? Joe, I deal in antiques. Oh, well, okay. Tell me if I'll look around tonight for a magnet. And if a magnet magnetizes to it, what does that mean? Or if it doesn't magnetize? Because I can probably find a magnet. I'm not going to look around right now, but I can probably figure it out. I'm okay. Hi, Darius. Hi, how are you? Joe, copper and brass is not magnetic. Oh, is copper more valuable? I mean, it could just be like, I have no idea I have no idea. Honestly, no idea. But it's like painted black, I think, or stained or something. Steel is magnetic. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Well, I will try to figure that out. I'm trying to think if I have anything magnetic here. I had to take down this with the batteries because it was going beep, 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 beep. So I had to like rip it off the ceiling. But these aren't magnetic, these are batteries. Uh, I have a lot of stuff here on the table. I've got a screwdriver. Because I was trying to get the darn screeching thing off the ceiling. Could be bronze. It could be. I have no idea. Is that a nice light? Uh, like that. It is. It's fun. Do you believe in second chances? Oh, 100%. Yeah, absolutely. Second chances. Absolutely. Joe, M9, not sure. But okay. Darius is combat knife, which make people scream. Guns are, well, you know what? We're not going to talk about violent things here, Darius. Um, that's not really the vibe we have going on here. So let's not talk about weapons. We don't need to talk about weapons and violence. No, thank you. Not into stuff like that. I do eBay. You know what? I know a couple people who do eBay, and I follow a couple of people on YouTube who show their eBay journey, which is really interesting. It's fascinating. It's really, and I've watched people over like a year start with like practically nothing, and they buy it yard sales or the estate sales, and they've like over a year they've built up these great things. You were wearing a nice dress the other day in the video. Uh, I know I was wearing a dress last Saturday because I went, Darius mentioned stuff. Okay, Darius, please stop it. Okay, Darius, you're out because that's just not cool. Stop it. I said stop it. Last Saturday, yeah, I was wearing a blue and white dress because I went to a veterans event here in San Diego. There was a Veterans Day event that I go and I volunteer at, and so I was dressed that way. Said you have to work on Memorial Day. That's okay. That's okay. It's perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. It's Um, Part of it is volunteer work, and uh, but part of it is like regular work. So um, there's a little this, a little that. That's okay. I work a lot of holidays, but it's like here it is Friday. I got Friday like off. So I kind of traded Friday for Monday. That was what I chose to do. And so it's okay. It's okay. It's cool. Thank you, David. You're sweet. Tomcat, when do you think a relationship has run its course? Goodness. Well, I would think that the people in the relationship would probably know. I'm not an expert in that. I'm certainly not an expert in relationships and them running their course. Uh, Good. That's a heavy question. That's a hard question. Um, I watched the video, but I wasn't in the chat. Oh, yeah, last Saturday. You know what? I think that day was a really fun live chat too. I think it was fun, if I remember correctly. It was a long one. David, that was nice. The in the dress. Oh, well, keep that in mind. Well, I'll wear the dress again then. Thank you guys for telling me that. I appreciate that. I will wear it again. I like wearing dresses. I know often I'm wearing like leggings and a t-shirt because I'm just being casual, but I also like last Saturday when I was wearing the dress, it was because I was out at an event and just got home, decided to do a live stream. So I have other dresses. I can wear dresses if you guys like them. Darius, I'm just on meds. I like you vibes. Okay, Darius. Okay, I appreciate that. And I would love to have you here, my friend. I would love to have you here. But you need to respect this space and the rules that I have here, okay? So please stay, but don't talk about the weapons and ending lives and things like that. It doesn't work for the vibe in this room, okay? But you can stay. Sorry about the meds, man. Yeah, me too. I am sorry about that. Lonnie, baby, I love you, honey. I love you too. I love you too. I love you all day long. I love you too. Thank you, Joe. Yeah, Joe's a really cool dude. Darius, you know what? Stay, hang out. You realize the people in this group are pretty chill people, and you don't have to say really shocking things or whatever to get people to interact. And I will acknowledge you. But, we do have to have boundaries, right? You understand that. Thank you, Darius. Lonnie, baby, can I need my number, baby? Can I need my number, baby? I don't know what that means, Lonnie, baby. Show respect and be nice. That's right. That's right. We're just trying to be nice to each other, try to keep a chill vibe in the room so we can all have a good time and enjoy each other. And we usually do. It's usually pretty fun in here. And nobody's being a jerk to anyone else, and everyone's acknowledging everyone. So it's fun. Yes, Darius, my doctor told me to speak with people online and not to engage in real life. Well, I can't imagine that's a difficult thing. I think a doctor would think that it was important to engage in real life. I think it's important to engage in real life. Um, and I think engaging online is, it's different. You got to be really secure in real life to be able to engage on, I don't know. I don't mean, I, that's a tricky one. Never heard of a doctor saying that though, but I'm not saying your doctor didn't say it, but, um, yeah, there are limits, right, Joe? You certainly, there are limits, there are boundaries, like, whoa, hey now, wow, back up. Meds make me a little high and paranoid. Okay. Well, you don't have to be paranoid here. You're safe here. Don't be paranoid, mate. Just don't. Yeah, you're safe here for sure. I struggle with my mental health a lot. You know what? I think that more people do than don't. I think that, well, and I'll go back to something that I've always said is that everybody has something. And I always told this to my kids, and I always believed it myself. Everybody has something that they deal with, whether it's here here or in their physical body. Everybody's battling something at all times. I guarantee you, nobody is alone. Nobody. Everybody's messed up, got something that's like making them not feel like they're normal or they fit in or they're okay or anything like that. Everybody's got something. And as soon as we all kind of realize that we're all a little goofed up in one way or another, then we have a lot more compassion for each other because it's like, yeah, like you said, yeah, mate, I have a mental health. Yeah, me too. We all do. I do this online stuff for a reason. It's to try to face things. And not everybody can do that. Um, but I'm old. I'm old. I have less to lose because I'm closer to the end than I am to the beginning. Oh my gosh. I'm a good person. I'm sure you are, Darius. I'm sure you are. They burnt my. What? I think I missed some things there. Sorry, I missed some of the chat. Oopsie. I missed some of the chat. Would you go for a ride in one of those parachute things you were videoed on the Black Speech video? It looked fun. I would. Um, I think they might, you can pay to have somebody go and like you ride with them, and they're the one that's like steering it and driving it and everything. Yeah, I think that would be really cool. Sure, why not? I don't want to do it alone because I don't know how to do it. I think you need to do it alone. You have to be like trained, like probably like skydiving, right? Because it's kind of the same there, like jumping off. They run and then they like jump off the cliff and they go whoosh, and it's a parachute. Pretty cool. Thank you for doing that. Okay. I don't know if you're talking to me or someone else. James Shower, uh, James Howard. Hi. Hello, beautiful. How you doing? I'm good. Thank you, James. How are you doing, my friend? How are you doing? Hey, happy Friday or Saturday to some people. But for me, it's still Friday. And it is, what time is it? 5:49 in the afternoon, p.m. So the sun, I'm in the mountains. I'm not at home at the beach. I'm in the mountains. As you can see, big, huge cedar tree and bushes and oh, there's a mountain lion. Right? Somebody's gonna be like, there's a lion behind you. Yeah, there might be a mountain lion. No, they don't really come out until after dark. The mountain lions. Truly, there are mountain lions here. And I have never seen one personally. And I've been coming up here my entire life. But you know how everybody nowadays has like ring cameras or, motion sensor cameras on the front. Well, two doors up from here, right here, a couple of years ago, maybe I'll put it on a short. It's not my content, but it's there's actually two videos. this person up 2 doors, has one of those motion sensor ring camera things or whatever, and they caught like the light goes on, and then you see this mountain lion like walking up the driveway and into like the driveway and kind of turns around and then it goes up and it jumps up and it goes wandering off. It's like, what the heck is that? And then there's another one where the mountain lion, a different, I don't know if it's the same mountain lion or not, but a mountain lion, and it's caught. I don't know if it's a person holding the camera or like a ring camera, but this mountain lion like walks up. They're like 3 or 4 steps to where their deck is and like walks onto their deck and just like walks back. It's like, what the, what? What? This is not AI because these are, it's not because it's from people I know. And I'm like, oh my gosh, these creatures, these enormous, beautiful, beautiful creatures, but they're wandering around here at night, and it's like, holy moly. When we were kids, we used to run around these neighborhoods at night and had no worries in the world. I had no idea there were even raccoons out here. I had no idea there were any. I had no idea there were bobcats. I had no idea there were I had no idea any of that. We used to, and my parents obviously didn't either because all the kids in the neighborhood, there aren't kids really in the neighborhood anymore. It's different. It's different. Life is different now than it was back in the 60s and 70s. It's different. Life is just different. But we used to run around in these neighborhoods at night and no worries in the world. No flashlight, no nothing. We just, the light of the moon, and we just did our thing. Sometimes we pitch a little tent in the yard and, sleep out in the yard or whatever. We would go for walks, long walks at night. And our parents back then, they were like, they didn't even know. They'd go to bed and they had no idea what we were up to. And we were wandering all around. I had no idea there were mountain lions out there with us wandering around. That's crazy. It's crazy to think about it now. Um, but there you go. So there's a little, that's a little of my little rambling. Such a big difference, isn't it? Being in the mountains versus being on the beach. It is. It is a big difference. But that's why I love it. However, you're from the mosque that had the shooting. Um, well, right now I'm in the mountains, so I'm about 2.5 hours away. In San Diego, I was probably about 30 minutes away from where it was. But I'm very safe. Don't go outside at night. Sheesh. Well, I've got my 6 pit bulls, right? There they are, lined up all around me. I feel safe. I don't know who would win in the battle of a pit bull versus a mountain lion. Kind of thinking the mountain lion would win, but if there were 6 pit bulls, I don't know. I'm not even gonna go there. I can't stop remembering. Um, I do not have Snapchat. Um, you know what, Darius? Be careful. Again, I'm gonna give you another little warning about like what you're talking about. Okay? And I appreciate you want to share it all, but um, some of the scenarios you're describing are not probably what we are going for here in this chat. But I want you here, and that's okay. Just think it through. I think that you got Joe deleted that. Yeah, thank you, Joe. Never done time like I'm not stupid enough to get caught. Right? What's your favorite type of kiss? Hershey's. Yeah. Huh? I tricked you. Lonnie, I was born in 1983. Lonnie, Lonnie, baby. I was graduating from high school in 1983. How about that? How about that? How about that? Done it. Only 30 minutes. Oh, you don't have to give him full 30 minutes. I mean, 5 minutes. Yeah, it gives him like just 5 minutes to sort of chill. But Darius, you're welcome to come back if you're feeling up to it, when the timeout ends. Sometimes it just has to happen because I have been warned on YouTube that I am responsible for what people say on there. So it is important that I uh, don't allow certain kinds of comments because I will be held responsible for it. And they could give me strikes against my account if I allow people, anyways, talking about like, yeah. We don't need to talk about weapons. No, I don't think that's a good idea here. We're not going to talk about weapons or prison related stuff. That's really Chadian. Hi. How are you, Chadian? Hello, 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 hello. Happy Friday, my friend Chad. Joe, I'll look after you when I'm here, beautiful. Thank you, Joe. I completely appreciate that. Yeah, and it's weird because YouTube does hold me responsible for what other people say. So I try to be quick about. Usually, people are really chill, and we're just chit-chatting and having, whatever conversation. Even when I talk about the mountain lions, I'm not going to talk in any detail about that, but you know, I'm careful with my words. But when people start getting a little, but you understand. Thank you. I appreciate that. Appreciate you, Joe, very much. Because sometimes I'm talking and I don't see exactly what's going on in the chat. Darius, I'm sorry. Okay. Oh, that's fine, Darius. Just let's not talk about weapons and violence. Chad, I missed you too, my friend. It's very good to see you. Lonnie, baby, you cute. You're very pretty. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys are, I love you guys so much. I know what you mean. Yeah, I think you get it, Joe. You kind of get, it's like, all right, I can only, yeah, you got it. You understand. Diaz, it will be nice if we see you dress with some sport uniform. Okay. It's interesting tonight. We're talking about clothing. Like a little bit ago, people were talking about um, how they liked when I wore a dress last week. And now we're talking about a sport uniform. Hmm. Okay, Diaz, I will have to think about that one too. And I have more dresses. I can wear more dresses. I like wearing dresses. And actually, the timing is good for dresses because summer is coming and it's going to be getting warmer and warmer and warmer. So wearing dresses is more comfortable. It's cooler and such. It's actually cooler here in the mountains than it is down at the beach right now. I don't know. Where's the thermometer's out on that deck. Um, and I can't look at my phone. So, um, but it's cooler here. I'm 100% sure it's a few degrees cooler. And since the sun goes down behind the mountain, the sun actually isn't going to be setting all the way down for probably another hour and a half, but it goes behind the mountain. There's a mountain right here. There's a hill there, and then there's a big mountain over like that way. So I'm kind of in a valley, and so I lose the sun. That's probably why it's not so glary like it was 10 minutes ago or something. It's a little bit better. Um, Lost my train of thought. But the heat, so when the sun goes behind the hill, it just gets cooler here faster than when I'm at my place at the beach because the sun is blaring in my window until it goes down into the ocean and So it's until 7:30 that I'm having it straight in my window. So it gets very hot. It gets very hot. Adlin said hi. Ha 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 ha. Hey, Adlin. Uh-oh, Joe is on it again. Thank you, Joe. That's a really big tree behind you. This one, I know. That's a cedar tree. That's a cedar tree. It is a big tree. I mean, I could take you guys outside, but and that's a bush. Those are all big bushy things. That is a propane tank. That's how when it's colder, I get heat. That's how I can turn on the heat. I don't think I'm gonna need the heater tonight because it's really pleasant. Um, Trying to decide if I would make a fire tonight. I don't think I need to make a fire for the heat factor. Sometimes I like to make a fire just because it looks pretty, and we have a like a stove that it's like a fire stove, and it's fun. And I could just do it a little short, like 30-minute fire. What do you guys think about that? Maybe I could do that before the live is over, or maybe I'll wait till later and then I'll make a little video. Usually UK, Dein Fuße bitte. Bitte means thank you. Dein Fuße, I don't know what Dein Fuße means, but that's German, isn't it? Tomcats, were you a big fan of the 70s show Match Game? I didn't watch a lot of the game shows, but I remember Match Game. I remember most of them. Do you remember what was the one called with the 9 squares and the people would sit in the squares? I can't remember because I didn't really watch them, but I remember seeing them. You know, you'd flip around channels and you'd see them, right? Uh, Adlin, Oki user UK, please ask for your feet. Oh, my feet. Is that what you're asking for? I got the my feet. I got the my feet. I got the my feet. Oh, they're not real clean on the bottom. There you go. There you go. There's a foot for you, my dear. I see you love going in the mountains. Yes, I am in the mountains again. Yes, I am. I am. I think you can shoot a rifle. I have been known to handle myself. I've been taught to use different uh, things in at a range, like at a range, either an indoor range or an outdoor range. I have learned to use hand things and bigger things. The hardest thing was doing like a shotgun. That pretty much almost I had to have somebody standing behind me and holding me so I didn't like fall backwards. And I only did that once. I don't need to do that one again. Would it be okay if I made a comment about your cleavage because I like it a lot? It's very nice. Well, you just did there, David. Tomcat. Hollywood Squares. Yes, yes, yes. That's it. Remember Paul Lind? Paul Lind, he was so funny. Oh my gosh, they were all funny. I think Goldie Hawn was on that sometimes too. I like that. You're very brave, Chad. Oh, thank you. For what? For which one? For what? Because I'm up here with the mountain lions, or because because I get on the internet and let people kind of say the craziest stuff. That's braver than a lot of other things I've done in life. But yeah, walking outside like now is, well, now would be the time of day that the quail would come out. And see, we have a creek on this side. There's a hill here, and there's a creek. And the quail, and that's the bird of California is the California quail. They nest in these big bushes, right? They nest underneath them because they're safe under there. And a lot of these big bushes are very thorny, right? so the predators won't go in there and eat the babies, or it's their little protection zone, right? And there's a lot of these little areas like this all around the yard, all over the place, and that's what the quail hide. And usually this time of day is when the quail might come out. I see some birds coming out now, little birds flying around. Um, and they go down to the creek, and that's when they water. They get their water and they drink and they do their thing. And I actually have, I don't think I ever put it on my shorts. From a couple of years ago, I actually was sitting out on the deck here, and the quail came out in a whole huge family, and I was just like, oh, I just froze, and I turned my camera on and I just held it on them. And all these quail came by, and it was just the big ones and then the little babies, whole bunch of them, whole bunch of them, and they all marched down to the area where the creek is. And I'm like, oh my god, that was so cool. I did get a video. I gotta find that video. I don't know where it was, because it was it was a few years ago. It was before I started putting things on YouTube. I've always made little weird videos, but I should find that because it would be fun. Oh, you look kitty being in the mountains. I love being in the mountains. I love being in the mountains yet. I am an earth sign. I am a Taurus, and I'm very my mate shot a 50 cal at a country fair and said it's more than right? Those heavier ones, it's like boom, it will knock you down. I'm not a, I'm not, I support that it can be a sport and an activity and that sort of thing if it's done safely and all that. But it definitely takes some practice, skill, and, knowledge. You need to know what you're doing. I bet you were like a mommy all over again. I love watching The Price is Right. Oh, The Price is Right. I remember that. What was the one where the people would come in dressed in costumes and they'd bring like a bag of stuff? Was that Price is Right? And Bob Barker would say, all right, you stand up, and the person would stand up in their silly costume, and they would have a bag of stuff, and he'd say, if you have a clothing pin in your bag, I'll give you $200. The person will reach in their bag and they'll pull out a clothing pin, and he'll hand them $200. What was that? What was that one? What? I can't remember what the name of that was. That Price is Right? Was that Bob Barker? Because I'm pretty sure that show was Bob Barker. Thank you. Private WhatsApp. Oh, I don't have a WhatsApp. That's public. Thank you though for asking. Yes, as well as 13 May. Oh, I am in the end of April. Yeah, yeah. Tomcat. Let's make a deal. Let's make a deal. Yes. Yes. Oh, I was weirdly, weirdly, I think we're on the same wavelength, because when I was driving up here today, I was thinking about game shows and I was trying to remember the names of them. And because I didn't really watch them regularly, that wasn't really my thing. You'd scroll through, scroll. You wouldn't scroll, you click the channels, click, 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 and you go through. But I did like Let's Make a Deal. I did like that one. Thank you, Tomcat. You are my best still. Thank you, Frankie Diaz, the black host. Um, that's when they put the words on the board. Again, I can't remember the name of the game show. Is that what you're talking about? Is that what you're talking about? Like, I can't remember the name of the show. Can't remember the name of the game show. Monty Hall was the host of Let's Make a Deal. What, really? The whole time it was never Bob Barker. It was never Bob. What did Bob Barker do then? Because he was a game show host for years and years, wasn't he? That's what he was known for, was being a game show host. I think. No, that was a different show, and I can't remember now. Dang it! Yes, it's Let's Make a Deal. I know it's. I remembering the names of them. It doesn't always. And then an hour from now, I'm gonna go. Oh, it's this. I'll remember it. But I like off the top of my head, I can't remember. Three channels back then, right, Chatty? Well, we did, and it was even fancy when we finally got a remote thing, 'cause when I was very young, we didn't have a remote. We didn't have a remote. There were literally 3 channels, and to change the channel, you had to stand up, go to the TV, and click the thing to change it, and, you know, if it was after 11 p.m., all you got was snow. You just got like dead air on your TV. Nothing. Or that color panel, right? The stripes with the color panel with the black on the bottom. It would just be like, it was just dead after like 11 p.m., I think. Family Feud. Yes, yes, that's the one. That's the one. Yes. That's a funny show, and he's actually a funny host. I don't even know the dude's name. I know who he is, but can't remember his name. But that is a funny, funny show. I'll be off to bed soon, Joe. I know it's late for you, sweetheart. You are up late. It's got to be like 2:15. It's late for you. It's late for you, Joe. You're so sweet to be here, and I appreciate that. I will probably be back tomorrow, so maybe I'll try. Bob Barker did Truth or Consequences, and The Price is Right. Oh, Truth or Oh my, totally forgot about that one. Price is Right, definitely, but I forgot about Truth or Consequences. I better look with a haircut and a shave. Well, Jill, if you do go, I hope you sleep well, and thank you for being here. I appreciate that very much. Bring back the phone booth. I agree. Well, what do you think, Chadian? Did you see this? Chad, did you see this? I actually have 2 of them here. It's not it's not plugged in, but it's just for decoration. Now, I have another one over there that I mean, technically I could plug them in and they would still work. Yeah, I need to get a cord, I would think. That's all. Ramja, we maybe. David, I even remember this show called Oh, I loved Password. And I remember watching Oh, yes, Captain Kangaroo. Oh my gosh, you guys bring back so many memories. So many. Sweetheart, after what you just said, I'm not leaving. Okay, stay, Joe. You're waking up. Second wind, right? You'll be like one eye open in the morning. You'll be like, oh my gosh, I stayed up so late. Chad, no, I did not. The youngsters would have no idea what to do with that. What to do with what? Sitting on a pillow, trying to make it comfortable. And it's like, it's not like my couch at home. Just trying to make it comfy. My butt on a pillow. I tell you. I tell you. Oh, Tomcat, Richard Dawson. He was the first one that did the word thing, did Family Feud in the beginning. Yes, 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 Steve Harvey. And Richard Dawson was funny too. He was really good working the crowd and working the 2 families. You know, it would be 2 families, right? On Family Feud, right? So it'd be 2 families like battling against each other. That was a fun show to watch. That was absolutely a fun show to watch. I was always like guessing along, like Joe. Love you, Joe. Chatty in the phone. I know. Do you like it? Do you like it? I have another one. I do. It's a different color. But you want to see it? Should I get it? Nah, doesn't matter. It's the same thing, right? It's the same darn thing. That's best pillow on you, I know. It's because it got my arms. It's just it's a pillow, it matches the this is a bed, that I'm sitting on. It's like a single bed. Here, I'm gonna show you. So that's a bed that I'm sitting on, and then there's another one there. So there's 2 beds in a row here in this room. 'Cause the room that I'm in is it's kind of like what you would call a I guess a studio apartment. Or yeah, I mean a studio apartment. It's just one big room. And then you go that way and there's like a little mini kitchen. It's not a full kitchen because there's no stove. There's a sink and there's a hot plate. And then there is a bathroom with a toilet, a sink, and a little shower. So that's what this room is. There is a fireplace though. I mean, I could show you though, but it's dark in here. I would have to put the light on. And it's kind of messed up because I moved everything around. I moved the table over here, the coffee table. I've moved everything around. So you would look at it and go, what the heck is this? It's not put together correctly. No, because I moved the table here so I could put the tripod on it. And it's not where it should be. But there is a fireplace. It's a cool little groovy room. That's what I'm saying, man. Richard Dawson also starred in Hogan's Heroes. My mom's okay. Yeah, I know one of the people who is no longer alive, but he was one of the writers of Hogan's Heroes. He also is one of the writers of, yeah, I can't remember these things. Uh, Rom Steamer, I Want to Marry You. Well, I Want to Marry You too. I don't know. A pillow is soft like you, beautiful. Thank you. Sorry, Ramsey, I booked the wedding already. Not get married just yet. Not just yet. But the pillow, yeah, I swear it's because I'm sitting on it for an hour and a half and it's getting squished down. So I'm trying to plump it up a little bit, make it better. But the it hasn't gotten totally dark yet. So I don't know, maybe I should turn the light on if the light would be better on me. I don't even know. Because this is truly a very, very old house. And thank you. That's very nice of you. I don't know which way looks better. Looking out there. Remember the dating game and the newlywed game? Yes, I remember the dating game and the newlywed game. And I remember some of the funniest answers back then. And they didn't really, they had some really funny answers. Okay, want me to tell you, uh, on what was it must have been, oh, the newlywed game. You want me to tell you what I remember as like the funniest question and answer that was said that I ever saw on the newlywed game. Okay, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you. There we go. I'm gonna put that there. I'm gonna tell you. Here it comes. Are you ready? Then, and remember, okay, for those of you that don't know the Newlywed Game, it was from like the 60s, early 70s, and newlywed couples would come on. There would usually be, I think, 3 couples, and they would be asked, they would separate the husband and wife, and they would ask one of the partners a question, and that would be written down on a board, like a piece of cardboard or something, a piece of paper. And they would ask them like 5 questions or something. And then the other partner would come back. And then they would do that with each couple. And so the question might be, what's her favorite color, right? And then she would say, oh, my favorite color is pink. And if he raises the card up and it says pink on it, like that's what he told then they win points, right? Okay. Regardless, it was a great show. It was a fantastic show. Okay, my favorite question, and this, if there are children in the room, take the children out of the room. This is inappropriate, but it was on national television and they still play it on YouTube. So I think I can describe it because it was in my opinion, the funniest question and answer that I ever heard on it. Okay. So Bob Barker or whoever it was asked one of the couples, right? I can't remember, but they finally got a dude. And the question was, okay, and they used to say, instead of like making love, they would say making whoopee, right? So the question was to the man, um, where is the craziest place you've ever made whoopee? And the man sat there for a minute. Young guy, sweet little young guy. Where's the craziest place you've ever made whoopee? Young man thought about it and he goes, well, that'd have to be in the butt, Bob. I think Bob Barker was wondering if you'd done it in the kitchen or maybe in the living room or on the dining table or in the car. But this young man, and that made it to TV. It did. I don't know if anyone. Okay, sorry, I probably freaked people out with that one. So the in the butt Bob joke is just forever the funniest answer to a question like that. Where's the craziest place you've ever made whoop? I know, Dave. It's like, oh my god, yes, this was actually on that show, and it was the flippin' funniest thing in the world. Bob Eubanks was the Bob Eubanks. I hope you're googling these things, Tom. Tom Gay, you seem to have the answers. I know it's like funny, funny, funny. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely 100% ridiculous, but it's true and it's funny and it happened. It happened. It did. Uh, all these retracted messages like, oh, what happened here? What happened? I know. It's just funny. Those are the old days, right? Those are the old days, the good old days. We love those good old days, right? Gaman. Hi, how are you? Welcome in. Welcome in. We're just hanging out, talking about old game shows, I guess. I mean, somehow we got onto old game shows, and I'm here for it. Even though you guys are having to help me remember so much. That's crazy. Yeah, it is. It was very it apparently was very honest. Love Connection was a popular. Yes, yes. Yes, I remember it was on that long from 83 to 98. I remember Love Connection. Absolutely. Chuck Woolery. Oh my gosh. I wonder, is he still around? Or is he not around? Don't you think Cha-Cha would make a good mod? Of course, it's up to Tomcat. What? A good mod? For whom? For whom? I am a moderator for one channel, and I don't even go on that channel anymore. So, I don't know. Um, oopsie. Oopsie. Chatting, people weren't so sensitive back then, so it's okay, right? Uh, I don't know. I can tell you you're a woman who like to push the limits. I love a good laugh. I'll tell you that. I love a good laugh, and I love reality goofs and stuff. I think it's because everyone's human. It just shows that everyone is human and everyone says things that are inappropriate or goofy or right or wrong. I don't know. Everyone, it's just human. It humanizes people, you know. I'm hungry if you don't help me. Okay, illusion. Why extra gorgeous today? Oh, well, that's nice. Thank you. It's probably because I'm sitting almost in the dark. It's almost dark in here. I probably need to. Who's the lucky person? Illusion says, who's the lucky person? I think it was Chuck Woolery, right? I don't know. I thought Tomcat would make a good mod. Oh, Tomcat would make one. Oh, I think he would too. Tomcat, would you like to be a mod? I don't know. Let's ask him. Let's ask him. What do you think, Tomcat? Yes, I love the Andy Griffith Show. Oh, for sure, Andy Griffith Show. 100%. You can still watch that on, what is it, Freezy or Tubi or one of those free channels. You can still get Andy Griffith like one after another after another after another. It's really it's good. Yeah. I'm really just thinking how shit are oopsie oopsie. Wait, what happened? I lost him. How shit the UK is. What? Where are we going with that, Joe? You need to get some rest, my friend. Yeah, but nowadays people are so sensitive, they take offense. Yeah, they do, Chad. Absolutely. Lonnie, what kind of movie do you like? I like comedies a lot. Sometimes I like action movies. My son likes to take me to action movies. He's into that. So Tom Lang was the host of the dating game. Tom Lang, is it Lang or Lange? I don't remember that. I remember the show uh, all the way. I just don't remember because that was probably one of the very first. Um, I don't know if you call it a game show. Is the dating game a game? I guess it's a game show, but I remember that. I remember that. It seems like Chuck Woolery did both those, didn't they? But if you're saying it's this Lange person, I don't know. Tom Lang or Lange. I don't remember that. MATV network plays the oldies. Oh, really? Okay. Okay. I don't have regular TV. The closest I have to it is up here. My brother put a TV up here, and but I don't really watch it. I used to watch like Netflix up here. I watched some of that junk up here. So David, sometimes I make a comment, I leave out a word, and so it's confusing. I'm easily confused, David. That's okay. I'm honest about it. Mod would be outstanding. Okay, there we go, Tomcat. And there we go. Okay, because David said so. Because Dave thinks that's a good idea. Thank you, David. Oh, Lonnie, babe, can you video chat date? Let me know. Probably not. Probably not. Mr. Dreamer. Hello, Mr. Dreamer. How are you? How are you? Donnell. Hello, my friend. Cha-cha, how's my peaceful queen doing? I'm good. Thank you. Of course, we forget the gong. Oh my gosh, the gong show. Yes. Yes. Remember? And there would be what, three? I don't remember who. Ah, that's brilliant. Who, there would be like three celebrity judges or whatever you want to call them, right? And somebody would come on and do like a talent show act of some kind. They'd sing or play an instrument or do something. And if it was really, really bad, one of the three judges would get up and with a big gong and like, bong. And then they were gonged out. Oh my gosh, I forgot about that one. That was a good show. That was a totally ridiculous show. I wish they did stuff like that now. Well, I think that's probably what the internet is kind of a big fat gong show, isn't it? Isn't like YouTube like a big fat gong show? But without the it's not just 3 people judging, it's the whole world sitting there and judging you, and then they gong. I wish it was just a gong and not people, like, saying nasty stuff. David, yay. Oh, you're glad Tomcat is a moderator, right. He's cool dude. I think he fits right in. He fits right in with our group, right? Lonnie, so we are dating, let me know, please. Sure, sure, why not? Diaz, the little house on the prairie in Bonanza. Yep, that's kind of where I am up here. And getting up here, I drive through these big country fields, and it does look like Little Joe will be like riding on his horse, and Laura Ingalls will be running down a hillside and then fall into the prairie, I guess. Those were good shows. Those were good days, you guys. Those were really good days. CBS. Arjuna, hi, my love. I'm good, Arjuna. How are you doing? Good to see you. Nice to have you here. What were your best TV commercials from? Um, I don't know if this was 70s. I think this was 70s. It might have been 80s, but to all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun. 2 all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun. Who knows that one? Who knows that one? Lonnie, I love you too, Mr. Dreamer, and thank you. Thank you. The Waltons and Dukes of Hazzard. Yes, yes, Dukes of Hazzard for sure. And the Waltons. Good night, Jim Bob. Good night, Mary Ellen. Good night, John Boy. Good night, Mama. Good night, Grandpa. Good night, Elizabeth. Yep, yep. Grew up on all that stuff. Three Stooges. Yep, 100%. What about the Little Rascals? Remember the Little Rascals? Remember the Brady Bunch? Remember I Love Lucy? Remember, oh, the Slee Stack from the Lost World? What was the show called? The Lost World? Was it The Lost World that had the Slee Stack? The Slee Stack used to scare the frickin' daylights out of me. Used to scare the frickin' daylights out of me. Today's your birthday, Arjuna. Happy birthday, Arjuna. Diaz, your sandwich box. Yes, lunch boxes. I had Scooby Doo lunchbox. The little metal one that popped open and you had your little thermos in it. I had Scooby Doo. That was mine. American Bandstand. Yes, yes, American. Oh my God. You guys are fabulous with the memories. You guys were absolutely fabulous remembering all this and the dancing on American Bandstand. It was great. It no doubt about it. That was one of the best shows. 100% American Bandstand. Mm-hmm. Mm. You guys remember those. Well, David, you brought it up. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I think I was young for American Bandstand. But I remember it. And then there was Soul Train, which was similar, but it was like soul music, and that was along the same time period as American Bandstand. Do you all remember the shows Soul Train and Solid Gold? Yes, yes, that's what I was just saying. That's the same era as American Bandstand with Soul Train and Solid Gold. And that was when what's his name would do the top 100 countdown. Um, Again, he would go on the radio and he would do the top 100 countdown. He had the voice. He passed away, I believe. Arjuna, I'm so sad yesterday in my breakup. Sorry, Arjuna. You've got a lot of drama going on. You've got a birthday today and yesterday a breakup. So it sounds like you're making up drama. I have a good memory. You do. Tomcat, fill in the blanks for this one. The best thing waking up is Folgers in your cup, right? How about plop, plop, fizz, fizz? Oh, what a relief it is. Alka-Seltzer, right? Gap Band made good music. Yes, they did. They did. They were like the beginning of hip hop, I think. I watched the thing on Netflix like 8 or 9, maybe 10 years ago that was like the history of hip hop. And they had this whole like 20 or 30 or 40-year history of it. And the Gap Band was way back at the beginning of it. Well, not the very beginning of it, but in the 70s part of it. And a very big part, a very important part of it. I remember Soul Train and Solid Gold. And those were all shows where people would be like in their groovy sequins outfits with their flare bottom pants. And they'd be like, oh, they would be like dancing so good. Sorry, I'm back. Beautiful. Are you back? Did you not make it to sleep, Joe? My goodness. Casey. Casey Kasem. Casey Kasem. Yes, yes. He did the top 100 countdown every weekend, right? Casey Kasem. Oh, he was wonderful. He passed away recently, I think, like in the last 5 years or something. He was great though. And his voice, you heard that. He had that. And he was broadcast across the country. Good morning, Cha Cha. Mudsir. Habib, how are you? Good morning. Nice to see you. Chad, Earth, Wind, and Fire. Oh, hot, hot band. Hot band. Use your K and your feet. Yes, my feet. Right here. Beep. There they are. Right there. I love that. Yeah, Casey Kasem. Yes, Casey Kasem. He was the disc jockey with that really wonderful, very recognizable voice, right? And yeah, he was wonderful. I love Netflix. Netflix is pretty good. I currently am not using Netflix, but I did for like 15 years. Saturday morning cartoons were the best. Scooby Doo, where are you? Yes, sir. I had a Scooby Doo lunchbox. So there you go. Yeah, Scooby Doo, where are you? Nope, I'm not sleeping yet, sweetheart. Fine, you. Thank you. Yeah, Scooby Doo was good because they always had there was always a ghost, right? They would go somewhere and there'd be a ghost and they'd have to figure out why the house was haunted or something like that. And oh, it was a lot of fun. Scooby Doo was fun. I can't remember the girls' names. Can't remember. Yeah, I'm not great at remembering happy. I'm good, thank you. Mudas. Huba Habib. I have you on my mind, Miss. Thank you, Joe. You're so sweet. You are so sweet. What's going on here? We need some games here in this. Yeah, you don't need to delete that, Tomcat. That's okay. I don't mind if people say stuff like that. That doesn't bother me. My mom would never let me watch Love American Style. My mom would not let, okay, here's what we should go down the list of like what your caregiver or your parent or your mom or whoever would not let you watch. Okay, I was not allowed to watch Three's Company. Do you remember the TV show Three's Company with Jack Ritter and Suzanne Summers and Can't remember the brunette's name. But my mom would not let me watch that because it showed two females living with a male. Wasn't allowed to watch it, but I still watched it. I watched it. And she was very, very particular about me watching Love Boat. Remember Love Boat? She didn't really want me watching that show either because it showed a lot of people kissing and, stuff like that. She did not like me watching that stuff. You had a spooky do lunch, but yes, I did. Yes, I did. Casey and the Sunshine Band. Yep. Yep, you got it. 100%. I do remember that. Joe, knitting mama. Knitting mama. What's that? My favorite is Arthur. Arthur the movie. Are you talking about Diaz? Are you talking about Arthur the movie? Wasn't there a movie called Arthur? There was a movie called Arthur. The love had a lot more what? Wait, what? Okay. What about Fantasy Island? Uh, by that, okay, I was like in fifth or sixth grade, like grade six, about when Love Boat and then Fantasy Island, if I remember, it would come on, it was Saturday night, and it would be Love Boat, and Fantasy Island would come on after it. Like Love Boat would be at 8, and then Fantasy Island would be at 9. And I would usually watch it. I would go to a friend's house and spend the night, and I could watch it at a friend's house. Ugh. That's how I got around it. That was my workaround. I'm gonna go spend the night at my friend's house. But yeah, yes, Barney Fife. Barney Fife, yes. From Andy Griffith. Yep, 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 yep. Tomcat meant the Love Boat. Yeah. Well, both though. I mean, because Love Boat and Fantasy Island were both kind of back in the 70s. I think it was, yeah, it was 70s. They were kind of they were for their time. It was risky to show people kissing a lot on TV or getting, you know, any kind of sexiness. It was like, wow, Chris Bennett, hello. Hello, hello, Chris Bennett. How are you? Tomcat. The Love Boat had a lot of major movie stars that made me. Exactly. That's why people wanted to watch it because it was like, ooh, Tom Selleck is on the Love Boat. Or what? Don't know. Wow, there's a hell of a memory you have, Josh. Oh, I'm not dead yet. Actually, the chat is helping me because I'm not really remembering all this stuff, but the chat is really helping me a lot. Remember, once you mention it, then it's like, now I remember the name of it. I remember the shows. I don't always remember the names immediately, but I'm working on it. Thank you, Donnell. I appreciate that. Cartoons, yep. Yeah, it's like Saturday morning cartoons and Sunday morning cartoons. Do you remember Sunday night Mutual Kingdom? Wild Animal Mutual King Mutual something Wild Animals. Oh, Sunday night. My goodness. And that was around the same time they would have the Disney show thing on Sunday nights. So I've had a few smoke and a few beers. I'm not normally. It's okay, Joe. Don't worry about it. Tomcat, my all-time favorite TV series was Dallas. Oh, right on. I never watched Dallas. That was when I was in college and I didn't have a TV then. Yeah. So I didn't really watch it. Some friends of mine, like people would get together and watch it, but I I I just never did. I went to South Fork Ranch when I lived in Dallas. Oh, interesting. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, it's Hey Joe, can you give a ride to the store? Mutual of Omaha. Yes. Wild Kingdoms Mutual of Omaha. Thank you. I was getting the words. I was trying to remember. It was so long ago. Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom. And then they would show like animals and tell you about the animals, right? You remember that, Tomcat? I mean, that's what I remember it was. Yes, Mutual of Omaha. Yes. Who Shot JR? I don't even know. I remember the whole Who Shot JR drama because the whole world heard about Who Shot JR. I don't know in the end who really did, but I didn't really watch the show. So I don't even know who would have wanted to shoot JR. Llewellyn? Llewellyn did it. Damn Llewellyn. Just shooting JR for Llewellyn. Okay. All right. I don't know who Llewellyn was. But yeah, I remember the whole drama of like Who Shot JR for sure. Is that too bright? Are these lights too bright? Are they being obnoxious? Is that better? Should I turn it off? Is that better without these? Look, it looks. Is it better? Can you see better? I wonder if I should put on like a regular light in the room. But there are no regular lights in here is the problem. That is the whole problem. Um, okay, I'm gonna go. I need to just take a quick break. I'm gonna mute you for a second. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. I don't know. I turned the light on. Sorry, a girl's got to go to the loo. I've been online, or I've been doing, yeah, over 2 hours. So, um, had to, do a thing. It's all good. But is the light better? Is it better because it's like this really obnoxious overhead light, and there's like two of them, one here and then like one over there. And I don't know if that's better. You probably see me a little bit better because it is starting to get a little dark in here. I'm not really sure. Um, I smoke weed. I'm cool. That's right. That's much. Oh, the light, David. Is it better? A little bit of light. Okay. Yeah. The phone is on service. This one? No, no. This is not. It it could be, but right, yeah, I would need to get a cord and plug it into the wall, but not right. Not right now. It's just kind of a decoration. Just kind of a decoration. It's better, Tomcat says. With the light, you can see me a little better. Okay. Well, that's good. Because it was getting it well, the sun goes behind the hill and it's still light outside, but the room gets dark, right? Because like there's not a lot of ambient light. These are not great lights. I I should get some kind of proper lighting for my live streams, but and somebody said also I should get a microphone, I should get ring light and all this stuff. I'm like, oh my gosh, really? Really? I am lucky. I got this stupid tripod thing, which I have used up here. Usually, when I'm up here, I will use this. But look at how little these legs are. And it like flops around and it falls and it's terrible. It's probably better for just carrying around, like, right? And this is I am on a tripod right now, which is a cheap thing. And it works much better. It just sits there and it doesn't flop around. So I'm like, yeah, I'll use the cheap one all day long. Show you the perfect one. Thank you, Joe. My little drunk Joe. That's okay. Don't hurt your eyes. For use wasters. Is it bigger? I don't know who what you're talking about, Joe, but you're cracking me up. Nothing like a guy who's had a fun Friday night, my friend. Nothing like having a good Friday night. That's all I'm saying. In California, a lot of people do baker's life, right? And I know what like the wake and bake is and all that. Um, vivid and clear on my hand. Good, 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 good. It's not see, it's kind of like weird light. And I know a lot of people on their live streams, they have like perfect lighting and they have perfect this and perfect that. I'm like, yeah, I'm not that perfect. I'm an imperfect person. Can you see a lot of stars at night there? Yes. If it's clear out, which uh it looks like it will probably be. It's clear right now. So I will be able to see stars. And unfortunately, I have tried taking pictures of it. And, even, it doesn't show what you really see in person, right? It just doesn't. My woman is already. Thank you, Lonnie Baby. Joe, you are just stunning. Thank you, Joe. You're so sweet. You're so sweet. Thank you. Mr. Dreamer with the heart. Thank you. You're very beautiful and very sexy and very perfect. Well, you guys are putting me on a pretty high pedestal. That's really nice of you all. It's kind. Don't look at the sun. No, 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 no. I can't see the sun where I am. The worst thing I can do right now is look at that frickin' light that's above me. And that is like the sun at the moment. No, I cannot see the sun right now because it's behind the hill. It hasn't set yet. It'll set in, well, it's almost 7 o'clock here, so it'll probably set in like 40 or 45 minutes. You're very beautiful. Amazing. Oh, you guys are being so sweet to me. I think if you can find a curtains to balance the light, also nice color curtain as your stage. Well, I do have curtains that cover these windows, but then you can't look out them. You know what I'm saying? Here, look, 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 look. Right? That's no fun, right? What fun is that? That's no fun. So I think the curtains I close them at night for like basically for warmth or whatever, to keep the cold out or just to keep the light out in the morning. Um, but there's another big hill on this side, and this is the east, and that's where the sun rises. And there's a big mountain here, so I don't even get the sunlight immediately when it rises in the morning. It's not until several hours later, so it doesn't wake me. It doesn't bother me. But I close them at night. Just I don't know, weird privacy thoughts or something like them glass would have to come off. Not sure what that means. Well, maybe at 10 o'clock here in Georgia. Yeah, you're like 3 hours ahead of me. A number of you people are ahead of me. David, I think you're 2 hours. Aren't you, David? Aren't you 2 hours ahead? Are you going to talk about your trip to Black's Beach? Would you like me to? Would you like me to talk about it? I can. That was on, is that on, I'm trying to remember what day it was. Thursday. I think Thursday I went to Black's. No, no, Thursday was yesterday. It was Wednesday. I went to Black's Beach. Yes. Uh, Tomcat. It's not a nudist beach. It's what's called a clothing optional beach. And yes, nudists, people who choose to be, or some people call themselves naturists. Um, and yeah, uh, the thing, here's my take on it. I've been going there since the early 80s. First time I went there was in 1984 because I went to college. So now you guys are going to get the story about Black's Beach from beginning to end. I moved to San Diego from Los Angeles in 1984, and I went to UCSD College, which is in La Jolla, and it's on the cliffs above where Black's Beach is below. And my first year, I lived in the dorm, and if we wanted to go to the beach, we had to hike down this gnarly trail. And but we were young. I was 18, 19 years old. It was easy. Take your beach chair, you bring your book, you go down there and you lay on the beach, right? Or you got your chair and you're doing your studies or whatever. And it was also for the boys who lived in the dorm who were surfers. They loved going to Black's Beach because it's a very popular surfer destination. Apparently, the waves, I'm not a surfer myself, but I've been told again and again that, and the surfers will climb down these horrendous hills. It's these huge, humongous cliffs that you have to climb down to get to this beach. There is no easy way to get to this beach. No, it's a challenge no matter what. And so I don't know how it ever became a clothing optional beach, but legally it's clothing optional. But back in the day, back in the 80s, it was probably first of all, there were way fewer people back in the 80s that were down there just because of the inaccessibility, the difficulty to get there. People were just like, "Meh, I don't want to deal with it." And there were fewer people that lived around there. Now with the internet and everything, and it becoming this popular like thing to go to destinations that are like known on the internet. Well, back then nobody knew about it. And so it was whatever, people didn't want to wear bathing suits. So what? They wouldn't wear a bathing suit. Nobody got upset. Nobody cared. It was known as clothing optional, and boom, there you go. Who cares, right? Didn't matter. Didn't matter. There weren't that many people. There were people who did it, but so what? I had some funny stories. I saw a man jogging with a backpack on but no clothes. He had taken all his clothes off, apparently put them in his backpack, and he was jogging on the beach. I thought that was amusing. Now, it's usually men. Um, and there was another man, an older man, who was doing yoga without any clothes on. And yoga, I don't know if you've ever seen yoga, but yoga, your body parts are all in positions and things like that. So that was interesting to watch. Um, I had interactions with people. I always wore a bikini when I was there, when I was younger, when I actually would go to that beach for the sake of it was the closest beach and it was convenient. And so that's where we would go. And yeah, people would come up and talk to the girls, and you could just tell them no thank you, and they would go away. So there's that. There's that. So yeah, and there were I have more stories about it, but I'm not really gonna share them all because I don't think it's appropriate. Because some of the stuff that goes on down there is not really for I bet speed was a staple diet back then for most. Speed? Hot dog. Did I jump in on a conversation there? Uh Back in the 80s, well, Coca-Cola kind of drug was very popular in the 80s, yes. That was I don't know about speed. Do you dance the cha-cha, the bad beach? Sounds like good fun. It wasn't a bad beach. It wasn't bad at all. Nothing bad happened. Nothing bad ever happened to me there. It was fine. It was fine. And so anyways, I after that first year when I was living in the dorm, I moved away and I lived in apartments with my friends and other places. So I didn't wind up going back to Black's Beach. I think maybe one other time years later, like 5 or 6 years later, um, just for a walk or something. But since it was such a difficult place to access, it wasn't like a place that, oh, let's go down there. It's like, oh, I don't know if I want to go down there. It's hard to get there. It's hard to find a place to park. It's hard to get down there. And so anyway, so I hadn't been there in like seriously like 40 years. I hadn't been there. And so on Wednesday, well, a couple weeks ago maybe, the chat and I were talking about it, and people were asking about Black's Beach. And I'm like, yeah, I've been there, but I haven't been there in decades, decades and decades. So 2 days ago on Wednesday, I decided, well, I'm gonna take a little time off from work and I'll go up there and above it. Okay, first of all, UCSD is still there. It's big. It's like 10 times huger than it was in the early 80s when I went there. But also above there is the glider port, and glider port is a place where people who have gliders, like either the winged things that you hang your body off of, which used to be what a glider was, and now they have these swings that you sit in and use a parachute, and you basically you run and you jump off the cliff because these cliffs are really high. It's hard to really for I've I made videos and I showed videos, but even in the videos, I look at it and I'm like, doesn't really show how high and how treacherous those video or those cliffs are. It's really high. Anyways, you run, the glider people like run and you jump off, and then they will direct their gliders like around the ocean because the wind will come up against the cliffs and it keeps them going for like ages and ages. And I think they land right back up at the glider port. I don't know how they manage that, but I've never seen, I'm sure it's happened that somebody's had to land on the beach, but I've never seen that. And then they would have to haul all of their glider equipment or parachute back up. I don't even know how that would work. Um, because the trails are, I'm not kidding when I say treacherous. It's it's not for elderly people like me. It was hard. It was hard at my age to do the hike up and down. And it's not, Joe, can I leave? Yes, you can leave, sweetie. Have a good night. Love you. That was when Coca-Cola was in the green bottle. The best drink ever, right? Right. Yes. Yes. Well, somebody said something about speed. I'm not going to talk about drugs though. Um, but Joe, say no and I will stay. Do you want to stay? Do you want to stay? I don't have to talk about black speech anymore. You can stay, Joe, or you can go. I want you to be happy. Say no. No, Joe, no. Stay. Ch- uh, probably 45 minutes longer, maybe. Right? Close the curtain, Mr. Dreamer. No, I think this is prettier. The curtain was ugly. Who thinks the curtain was better? I showed you what the curtain looks like. It's ugly. It's ugly. Plus, then you can't see if like an animal goes by. And it's almost the time of day, not quite yet, when like coyotes and other animals start running by. I don't know that you would see anything going by here. They do go by here because they come down the hill. They go across, they go by here because we have the creek with the water. So all the animals will come through here at some point because they want the water. We don't have a lot of water this time of year, but they want water. And there's a pond on our property right here. So yeah, they come through. They come through. So why would I close the curtain? You're not elderly, you're the seasoned chatty, and thank you. Thank you. Well seasoned. I appreciate that. I guess I'm staying for a bit then. Joe, thank you. Yes, you stay, Joe. Stay. Oh, I guess. Absolutely no to curtains. Well, yeah, I mean, I showed you, right? Did you guys all see what the curtain looks like? It's ugly. I mean, it's very functional in the winter when it's cold, right? But looking at a curtain rather than looking at the outdoors, I think the outdoors is pretty. Let's see what else is there more to show you down there? Well, there's another window, but that's stairs. Okay. Anyways, just trying to show you it is pretty out there. It is pretty out there. Wait, let's see if we can do this real quick. I know. I'm letting you see a little bit more. Open, opening door. Look out there. I don't know if I don't know if you can see. Can you hear? Ouch. I'm barefoot. Can you hear the animals? I don't know if you can hear the animals. Look at how huge those trees are, right? I hear the animals and the birds and the everything out there. I don't know if you guys right? And then this is where I know I'm showing you this room. Here's the fireplace. Oop, I'm not doing this very well. But anyways, that's your little tour, right? That's your little tour. Fascinating. Isn't it fascinating? Fascinating. It's just thrilling. It's just so thrilling. It's beautiful outside though. It is. I mean, the temperature is absolutely perfect out there. It's cool. It's cool. Yeah, I think it's pretty. Could you hear the animals? You see what happens to Joe. I like look out the window anyway. It looks pretty where you're at. Thank you. Yeah, it is pretty. It's really pretty. And that was just me showing you that that's really what it looks like out there. It's not like it's pretty. Joe, I'm jealous. Oh, don't be jealous. I'm sharing it with you. I see a big cat. Where? Where's the kitty cat? Mountain lions don't come out until after dark. They're very nocturnal. And um, bobcats are nocturnal also. So those would be the two kitty cats that would be out there. And Tomcat says the actual nature scenery in the background adds the realness to your live stream. Well, thank you. Thank you. Uh, well, and that's why I kind of took you out the door to the little porch there to show you that it's like this is real. This is not Memorex. This is not like made up. I love it. It's not fancy. I'm not at a luxury hotel or a fancy place. Yeah, it's a real place and it's very basic. Not fancy. Uh Needs some yard work done, but there we go. I really do love you. Can you do love you? Remember me? Please tell me. Oh, Lonnie baby. Cha-cha, next time you go to Black's Beach, will you need bodyguard service? You know, Donnell, I don't know if I'm up to making that hike back down there again. I did make a video. Okay, going back to the story about Black's Beach. Um, Chad, I believe everything you say. You don't come across as liar. Well, thank you, Chad. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I do. Ronnie, well, don't sound. Oh my goodness. Um, about the Wednesday going to Black's Beach. Like I said, I hadn't been there in like decades, 30, 40 years probably. No, well, 35 years, something like that. Long time, long time. And going down the trail, I made a video of it and it's on my channel. It's like 4 or 5 minutes long, but part of it shows it doesn't even because it doesn't show how seriously steep and treacherous this hike down is there's nothing to hold on to. And I kind of have a fear of heights. Like I get a little panicky, and so I'm holding on to the like the wall. There's no rail. It's not a real path because and at the top of it, it says no public access. No public access. But that's where everyone goes down. That's the trail. And so it's been made, uh, like the steps or whatever have been made by the people who use the trail. Basically surfers and people who use the beach. And it's difficult to keep people out, I think. But still the thing is that I was really, really surprised at how many people, and I think like tourist people, and I think on Wednesday I would be included in that group because I was going down there as a tourist. I was not going down there to go hang out at the beach. I did take a walk, but I was going there just to see how it had changed or if it had changed. So, um, it's not what it was. Most places nowadays are not what they were 30 years ago because of the internet and because everyone posts pictures and says things on the internet, and then places that were hidden places, they call them, hidden gems. It's like it's not a hidden gem anymore if you're talking about it. Or I've been shown books that say, the 20 most secret locations in Southern California. I'm like, if you just wrote a book about it, it's not a secret anymore. You realize that you are letting it out there. You are putting it out there now for anyone to go there, which makes it no longer secret, no longer a hidden gem, no longer a private place. It is now a public thing. And then with the internet and everyone taking pictures and posting things and writing everything, nothing is private anymore. Nothing is hidden anymore. Nothing is secret anymore. So I think that's kind of what's happened at Black's Beach. And there were a lot of groups of people, which you never would have seen before. And a lot of people going, it didn't have the same vibe that it did before. Just saying, it was nice to hang out with you and your guests. I have to drive. Peace. We love you. Bye, Diaz. Bye. Thanks for coming in. Good to have you here. Tomcats, what was your major in college? Psychology. Completely useless. I would say don't do that. It was useless because I didn't go to graduate school, and a bachelor's in psychology, you can't get anywhere with that. And this was back in the 80s. But back in the 80s, when I went to college, basically I was just not even told what to do. I was given no guidance at all. And my family was just like, well, you'll get married. And, your husband will take care of you. And I was never taught to seek a career in my generation because women didn't. None of the women in my family had careers. All of the women that were older than I was were taken care of by their husbands, right? They were wives. They were housewives. And it just was a different generation. Hi, Joe. Joe is back. You're doing okay in life, babes. Yes, I am. Thank you. I am doing, you know what? I am doing great. It's good to be where I am in life. I love, I am a kinesiology major. That's a brilliant major. If I had even known about kinesiology back in the day, I don't even know if that existed as a major in the 80s because I was in college in the early 80s. So I don't even know if kinesiology was a major. Might have been, but I never heard about it. I know about it now. Will you fall in love with someone? Um, maybe. I guess. I am not trying to not, but I'm glad you're happy. I am happy. I am happy. Do I seem happy? I am happy. I am very happy. And my life is good. And well, I mean, you guys see my life. I mean, I am pretty open about most things. I mean, I don't show you around my apartment just because it's small and it's private and it's my little space, right? But you see my little living room, and I swear to God, the room is not much bigger than what you see. And you see my at in when I'm in San Diego, you see the kitchen behind me. That's it. It is exactly what you see. If I took you behind, you would just see the mess of the piles of mail and the junk that I have that you can't see from when I'm sitting on the couch. I mean, I've got a tripod sitting on a coffee table right now. The coffee table belongs over there, but I dragged it over here so that I could sit on the couch. There's all this junk on the table. There are books and newspapers and paper towels and all kinds of junk on the table. You don't want to look at that. But I'm a real person. I don't know. Yeah, I'm happy. Sorry, I got distracted. I am happy. I'm very happy. Are you happy, Joe? Should I take my hair down? It's starting to bug me. Or do you guys like it up? Look at that. Look at that. Right? Ow. See, it's moving around, so it's starting to pull. Should I take it down? What do you guys think? We see you. That's what matters. Pulitzer, hello, my love. How are you? I'm good, thank you. Being natural is a major attraction in anyone. Well, thank you, Tomcats. I appreciate that. I try to be really authentic, try to be really real because that's what I want from you guys, right? I want you guys to be like good and kind and real. And it's like we're just sitting here kind of having a conversation or, hanging out together, right? And I like that. That's the part of it that I like is that it does feel real, right? And I get to know you guys over time. And the more I see you, the more I get to know you, the more I like you. And it's fun. But thank you, Tomcats. At least there's plenty of people around you up there. Lots, really. Unless they're the boogeyman. I don't know. I like you today. You look so beautiful, my love. Pulsar, thank you. Thank you. That's very nice. Let it down, hun. If kiss your neck. If I put it down, you won't be able to kiss my neck. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking I'm gonna pull it down because it's starting to. I don't know what it's gonna look like when it comes down. Wow, it's such a weird feeling when I let down. Right there we go. I look I look so different. It's so weird. And I know you guys get used to seeing me with my hair up. And so I know I must look different when it's down, right? It's long, but so it does look different. I look different. I mean, I'm used to seeing myself, but I know I look different when it's down than when it's up. David's like, oh my gosh, she put her hair down. Oh dear. You like it, you guys like it down. Really? Really? Because there's a thing about it being, oh, getting stuck. There's a thing about it being up that's kind of, you got that sexy teachery thing or like librarian thing. My rings get stuck in it. I'm blessed with healthy hair. Yeah, I guess I am. It is healthy. I take care of it, but I guess part of it is, it's look what you're born with, right? And so yeah, I guess I'm lucky. I'm lucky that my hair is, you know. But then I haven't abused it too badly, you know. I guess a little bit, but not a lot. Are there hiking trails up there? Yeah, there are. There's lots of places to walk, and then there are trails that are not too difficult, and then there are trails that are more difficult, which are a little harder for me as I get older. Although I was kind of impressed with myself that I got down the Black's Peach Trail, and then like 45 minutes later, I hiked back up it, and I did surprisingly well getting back up. I thought I was really concerned. Um, Not only because my fear of heights thing, because there aren't rails. There are not freaking rails. And there are these, it's just, so I'm like hanging on the, uh, anyways, I did pretty well down or up your six. Thank you, Chad. Thank you, Chad, very much. That's very nice. Says I'm sexy. I'm sexy. Thank you, love. You deserve you deserve a better pick. What do you mean a better pick? Than my little round screen one? That's just like, you mean better than that? David, yes. Yeah, I was surprised. Are you talking about me hiking back up? I was surprised, but I told myself I'm not gonna. Once I went to go hike it up, I'm like, okay, I need to really focus on getting back up this thing. So I'm not gonna worry about like videotaping any more of it because I did a little bit on the way down, and then I videotaped down on the beach. I'm like, no, I need to focus on this trail to get back up. So that's why there was no videotape of me going up, uh, just because I had to focus on it. So, yeah. What do you mean a better pick, Joe? On my like profile picture? Is that what you're talking about? You're in great shape. Well, thank you, David. Uh, mm, I thank you. I appreciate that you think I'm in great shape. I wish I need to work on becoming a little bit stronger. Personally, I feel like I need to work on becoming a little bit stronger. That would make me feel better, you know. Jason's, how are we gonna see a short of Cha-Cha climbing a tree in the mountains? I did not. This was the first day today in probably 7 months that I didn't post a short at like midday. And it was because I was driving here. And I thought about pulling over and posting, and I didn't do it. And I felt really weird about not doing it. I'm like, wow, I broke my streak of like 7 months since like last October. Every single day, I posted a short around midday, and I didn't today. And I still feel a little weird about it, but I guess I'll deal with it tomorrow. I'll put one up tomorrow at midday. I guess Uh, I don't know about a short of me climbing a tree. I don't think I can climb a tree like that. That's a beast, man. That's a beast of a tree. Even this other little one over the well, those are all big. Some of them are smaller. You can see some of them are smaller, but they're not those aren't the kind of trees that probably are like tree climbing trees because they're a lot of them are cedar trees and so they're like their branches aren't until like the ones that come out when they're little the branches come out at the bottom like we have cedar trees over here and their branches all over the bottom but you can't climb them because they're only 15 or 20 feet tall, right? These big beasts that are 150 years old or something, their first branch, well, that's a branch probably there, but I mean, how do you climb that thing? Can't happen. Can't happen. There are oak trees, but same thing. Their branches are like so high up. It's like, you can't really. I could take pictures of some of the craziness that's around here, or I'll try to make a video tomorrow of some of the stuff. My love, I love you. I want you. I adore you. You. Well, Poulter, E8Z. Thank you. That's quite a confessional. Thank you. And look at the lights getting weird on me again because I just have these weird lights on. There's no light on over here. I don't even know how to. There's two lights over there. I don't even know how to turn them on. There's a light switch. There should be a light switch on this side for these, but either like the rodents in the walls like chewed wires and it doesn't work or something. I don't know. Your legs are very strong looking. Oh, well, um, they're not, I mean, I can walk and 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 walk. And I can walk a few like staircases, yeah. But like hardcore hiking, I can do that for like 20 minutes and then I'm like cooked. You know, I need to slip. Actually, going up from Black's Beach, I had to stop a number of times and just catch my breath and wait. But other people were doing that too, going down. You know, you see people slowing down and then walking slower. So, because you go down one step, and from one step to the next one, it might be 3 inches. And then the next step down might be 18 inches. These are not public stairs. These are like beachgoer made stairs. These are it's madness. It's not normal. You're stepping on tires that have been filled with sand. You're stepping on bricks. You're stepping on like a 2 by 6 that's been sort of shoved in there and then filled with sand. And then 3 inches down, there's something. And then 5 inches down, there's something. And then 10 inches down, there's something. So it's not like you can get into like a rhythm, like if you're going upstairs, because they're all the same height, right? Or anything like it's absolute chaos. And then some of it, you're just walking over rocks. So, I mean, I'm good with some things, but at my age, like doing stuff like that, that's a young person's game. Lonnie, baby. Oh, Jason, it was a joke. I just want to make you laugh. You made me laugh. You did, Jason. Thank you. Lonnie, baby, you're so pretty. Thank you, Lonnie, baby. I want to get to know you, my love. I like you. Marry me. I swear I love you so much. I like. Well, thank you, Pilter. That's really kind of you. Thank you. Yeah, you got to get to know me a little better. Maybe, wee bit, wee bit. What does everyone think? Get to know me a little better. Yeah, I'm a little bit. I'm not. Yeah. Stefana Kokanka. Please. Suni Perkichu. Ma'am, how many children you got? Love the direct questions. Plenty. I have plenty and plenty of children. Dozens. In fact, I've lost track because I may have 20 or 30, might even have 40. What do you think? What do you think? Look at the light in here. I have a lot of children. I have a couple, maybe one. Maybe I don't have any children. I think I'm confused. What was the question? Not sure. The nonsense. It just doesn't stop, does it? It never stops. How many children you got? Plenty. I got plenty. David, I saw that tire. I go, what? Yeah, there's a bunch of them, and in the stairs, built into the stairs, as like some of the tires were, and then they would be filled with sand, and that was your step as you're like climbing up or down. That's your step if you want to use it, or you can step over and up and over. I mean, it's crazy. And it was. What's your favorite flower? Oh, mm, mm. Favorite, favorite. Um, Give me a minute on that. We're all Cha-Cha's children now. You're all my children. You're all my children. You're all my babies. I love you all. Thank you, Jason. I think that's a good idea. You're all my children. Remember, there was a TV show called All My Children. It was a soap opera. It was a soap opera. Red wine or white wine. I'm not a big wine drinker. Not a big wine drinker. But if I like both, like if I'm gonna have a little bit of wine with dinner, um, if it's red meat, I would drink red wine. If it's fish, I would drink white wine. Um, but I'm not a big wine drinker. Just just saying. I'm waiting for the critters to come out. I keep looking back here, hoping I'll see something like run by. I'm hoping. I did take the lights down, thinking that might scare them. I don't know. Because it's about the time of day when I would see coyotes come through. It's getting close to the time of day when I would see coyotes come through. And if, unless they get spooked by like me, but I'm not like moving too much. I'm not out there. I mean, I could be sitting out on that little porch where I walked out and brought the camera out. I could be sitting out there and they will go run. Like they will like sort of, they don't run. They sort of trot. Like they're walking quickly and they're kind of walking. They're following a scent, looking for Din Din. Looking for Din Din. Coyotes will travel like 15 miles in a day for a meal to find their meal. We'll just call it that. Like the old woman in the shoes, she had so many children, she didn't know what to do. I do know what to do. I love you guys. I absolutely love you guys. I'm 54 years old. I love you so much. My life is one. Oh, well, good. You're actually in the right age range of, I think, this group of people, is we're all adults, right? Tomcats, maybe adding your favorite adult beverage during live stream will add to the ambiance of your stream. What do you think? Maybe you're adding your favorite adult bed. Oh, you think I should? I suppose that's not a bad idea, Tomcats. Not a bad idea. You're so beautiful and your body is so hot and sexy. Well, thank you, David. You're very sweet. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that, David. You're very sweet. You're always kind. You're always sweet. Walk a little and PLTR. Well, platter. I'm going to call you platter because I don't know what PLTR means. Walk a little and open your eyes. Really? You're going to tell me? Okay. Yeah. Okay. I was thinking about you now. I miss you so much. Walk a little and open your eyes. My eyes are wide open. Not going to walk with you. No, 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 no. I think platter is love with you. Uh, might be, or might just be, you know. No, you don't. I already read it, Tomcat. Too bad. Oh well. I don't, yeah, I think I'm not even sure. Chilentia to understand my age. Okay. Yes. 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 So, what else are we gonna? If we're oh, okay, we're not gonna talk about Black speech anymore, and we're done talking about um, game shows. Um, what are we gonna? What about? What about? What about? What about? What about? And I don't have a bottle of wine to open, as Tomcat suggested, but maybe down the road here, Shira. Hello, ma'am. I miss you. Well, I miss you too, Shira. Tomcats. Then again, it may be. Yeah, you think, you think, skosh. Do you remember the word skosh? My mother used to use the word skosh, just a skosh, just a skosh, just a skosh is kind of like just a little bit, just a little skosh, just a little skosh. Joe, I'm crazy about you. A skosh, little skosh, little skosh. Did anyone have words like that? Little skosh, just a little pinch, just a little niblet, just a little. Keep looking for the animals out there. Come on, animals. Come out and show everyone that you exist, that I'm not like making it all up. Maybe they won't come by tonight. It just may not happen. Oh, I'm crazy about you too, Joe. And I can't believe you're still awake. You are a beast. You're gonna feel like poopy tomorrow, probably. Or really tired. Tom. Oh, the last. What wine do you like? David, I'm not really a wine drinker. Um, like if I'm having dinner, I'd mentioned if I'm having dinner and somebody's pouring wine, I'll have a little, you know, but I'm not. You look after her, please. Joe, yes, he will. I'm only going to be on for maybe a little bit longer, like 15 more minutes. So, but I'll be back tomorrow, Joe. You gonna come back tomorrow? I come back tomorrow. Hang out. Maybe I'll bring an adult beverage. Maybe tomorrow we should have happy hour together. Everyone. Even though Joe is like 8 hours ahead of a lot of us. I know who else here is on UK time. Cause I know Joe is UK time. So, Tomcat, what time zone are you in? You don't need to disclose it if you don't want to. Just makes me help sort of gauge things for like planning, like when to do live streams with my favorite people, with my favorite people, right? I'll be back tomorrow. Okay, good, 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 good. Bye. Take care. Your joy is abundant. Thank you, Platter. Tomcats. It's 10:45. It's here. Okay, East Coast, right? Or Eastern Standard Time Zone. I'm not sure I can come back tomorrow or send. That's okay, David. I'm grateful that you're here tonight. That's great. I honestly didn't at all expect to see you tonight because you had told me, you had other plans. So I understand that completely. So I hope you enjoy your weekend. But I'm still here for like 10 more minutes. Probably I'm thinking like 10 more minutes. What do you guys think? Or should we just throw the towel in? Are we giving it up? Or we want 10 more minutes? 10 more minutes. 10 more minutes. 10 more. 10 more minutes. 10 more minutes. Oh, you know what well, shoot. I gotta get, I gotta get my stuff out of the, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. I gotta take my stuff out of the refrigerator. Gee. Okay, I'm coming back. Okay, sorry. You know what happened was I put stuff in the refrigerator when I got here, and the refrigerator here is so old that if you don't sort of put a towel, if the refrigerator is not full, which it is not because I don't live up here full time. So it's pretty much empty except for some condiments and some things in the door. And the refrigerator is old, so even if I keep it on the very lowest like number, like number one, like don't get too cold, if I put stuff in there, it will freeze unless I put like a blanket over it. And I had in town bought a salad for my dinner, and I bought some other stuff for tomorrow, like yogurt and cheese and some nuts, stuff like that. And I put it, and I thought, oh, well, I'm not going to go live for too long. I'll just put it in there, it'll be in there for an hour, and I'll take it out. It'll be fine. And it's been like 2.5 hours. And I just realized, oh my God, I need to get it out of there before it freezes. And then all my food is ruined. So it might already be ruined. But I panicked and I went and I pulled it out and it's sitting on the counter. So hopefully I didn't ruin it. I think having adult happy hour with a beverage is a great and relaxing ideal for you live. I think that's a good idea too. Okay, Tomcat. When Memorial Day, I'll be back. I'll be back. I'm in the great state of Tennessee. Tomcats, did you tell me that? I think you did. Joe, it's 3:45. I know, Joe. Goodness, it's almost 4 o'clock, dude. It's so late. Tomcats is in Tennessee. Yes, 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 yes. So you're Eastern Standard Time, EST, right? It's good to know. And I will, if I forget, and I apologize ahead of time if I forget, um, but I'm trying to get everybody's time zones in my head and their general location so that, I can plan things so that as many people as I can at least try to show for a little while. You know what I mean? It's fun. It's fun. I can I can be up as long as you tonight. Really? Really, really? David, you feeling risque tonight? And I never get tired watching you. Oh, you're so sweet. You're so sweet. I have no curfew. Oh, I can still. Well, I can too, technically. But you guys are funny. You know, curfew. I can still. And I think about myself, I'm, man, I don't have curfew either. I'm here. I've got my 6 pit bulls. Or maybe you guys are my pit bulls. Yeah, you my 6 pit bulls. Maybe you guys are my pit bulls. Yeah, that could be it. So if a mountain lion goes by here, somebody will be like, whoa. I'm indoors, so nothing can get me here. Nothing. It's more likely that a raccoon will go by. Something not not so, I mean, anything is likely. I twice in the last year was out in this yard right over here, both times in the morning, and I was walking just across here, and I stopped. I didn't have my camera with me because I was just walking, across the yard. It was like nothing. And I saw something out of the corner of my eye and I stopped. And it was like 10 o'clock in the morning. It's the sun is out, the everything. And a frickin' bobcat, which are nocturnal, usually by dawn, they have finished their hunting. They hunt at night. And usually by dawn, they are back to their nest and they stay hidden during the day. 10 o'clock in the morning, this cat, swear to, like, not quite as tall as my knee, but almost. I mean, big cat for a bobcat, just cruising through the yard, and I saw it and I just froze because you learn up here that, like, if you see a snake, you freeze until you identify the snake, because we have rattlesnakes here and they are poisonous. But then we have a lot of other snakes that are not poisonous. So if you see something move, you just freeze and then you identify whatever you're seeing, and then you decide whether you slowly back up or whether you just continue to freeze or whatever you're going to do, right? Especially if you go hiking on the trails. But I saw this bobcat and I just froze because I was like, what the hell? And I like turned my head because I saw the corner of my eye, and I turned my head and I looked at it and it stopped. It turned its head, looked back at me. We looked at each other, and then it just turned its head and it kept walking. I have a video of a bobcat that I actually, it was earlier than this in the day. It was like the sun hadn't even gone down yet, and a bobcat, I was sitting out on the porch here, and a bobcat came walking by, and I was like, what? Again, what? I picked up my camera, I turned it on, and at that point, it had turned and it started walking away. And it turned back again, looked at me just to make sure, kind of swanked its tail at me, kind of a warning little thing. And then it just calmly just walked and it went under the deck on that other house over there. So, yeah, they're out there. I don't know, I guess I sidetracked with that story. But true that, true that. They're out there. But it's they're not out for me. A bobcat's not gonna come for me. I don't want to make one angry because I'm sure they're much better at being angry than I am. I don't want to get in a fight with a bobcat. I certainly don't wanna get in a fight with a mountain lion. Or coyotes. Coyotes often travel solo, but sometimes they travel in packs. When they're traveling in packs, usually they're hunting. Um, just saying, just saying, just saying. There are deer up here too. There are deer. Oh dear, there are deer up here. Yes, there are deer up here. So we see the deer and we see I haven't seen the mountain lion. I've seen the ring cam footage of the mountain lions. I have definitely seen the bobcats. I have seen the raccoons. I have seen um what other animals? Well, the squirrels and the chipmunks and the birds and the bats. Well, see, now is exactly okay. You see how it's about dusk. Now is the time of day when the bats come out. And the bats come like swooping, swooping, swooping down, and they eat the bugs. And because the bugs come out for some reason to be eaten, and the bats come swinging through and they eat the bugs, which is great. It's great for like the population control of bugs, the gnats and the mosquitoes and critters like that. The bats just eat them and eat them, and the bats don't wanna have anything to I mean, sometimes they will go like, shoo, like right front of my face if I'm like sitting out there, "Rah, rah," but they don't wanna have anything to do with me. And their bats are like super cool animals because they work on like all of this like flying radar stuff. It's like sound waves. That's how they find the bugs. That's how they avoid hitting like my face or I could be sitting out there. That's how they avoid hitting trees and they can swoop the way they do and they don't bang into things at all. It's really kind of awesome to watch, quite honestly. It's Mother Nature at its best, at its finest. I saw that video. It was one of your first videos. Oh, the bobcat. Yep, it was. Because it was an old video that I had from several years ago. But yeah, I did put a bobcat video up that I had taken just as a random video, like maybe 3 or 4 years ago. I made that video. And then I did decide to put it on my channel. But it was early on, yeah. I should repost it. What do you guys think of that? It's kind of cool. As a ha ha ha. Big cats. Yeah, big cats. I don't like bats. Um, Bats are kind of harmless, but I love mosquitoes. Oh, okay. Maybe that's why you don't like bats, because I think bats like mosquitoes. They like to eat the bugs at night, you know. I don't know if they're all mosquitoes, but they're like gnats or whatever they're eating. They're flying around eating them. Bats are high tech. They are high tech. And I don't completely understand how they do it, but it's kind of like owls and some of the other birds and the way that I mean, you've seen birds fly in formation. You've seen birds, big flocks of birds flying in like perfect formation. It's like, what the heck? How are they doing that? How are they flying in perfect formation? Like they're all exactly so many feet apart from each other and so many, I mean, it's remarkable. They have like sonar. I don't know what they have. They have like bird ability. They have these abilities that are remarkable. Hawks and falcons and eagles and owls, they can see their prey like a mile away. It's like, what? You little bird. Well, some of them are big. But how do you see that a mile away? A little mouse on a field. And you're going to go get it? Yeah, they do. They go shoo, and they just go whoop, and they grab them. It's like, wow, kind of remarkable. That's all right. Yeah, totally. I know it's. I never cease to be amazed by nature. It's, I know it's simpleton, but it's not simpleton. We overthink things. These creatures just act on instinct, just sheer instinct. And they have no self-pity. They have no nothing. They have no they're pretty awesome. Anyways. All right, peeps. Thank you, David. All right, you guys. It's getting late. I want to have my dinner. I want to make sure I didn't freeze it. I want to definitely make sure that I get it like out of the bag and like ready to eat. But I will be back tomorrow, which is Saturday, and I will be back on Sunday and maybe Monday. We'll see. But I love you and thank you for being here and sharing. It's late in the mountains. If anything exciting happens, I'll try to get a video. I love you. Good night.